Did you check out the new Steiger 715 at the Farm Progress Show? Hi, everyone. I'm Chad Colby. I host a technology segment now for years on This Week in Agribusiness, and I wanted to share a little more insight on this new Steiger. Now, there's a lot of interesting product enhancements on this machine, and if you were at the Farm Progress Show or have read any of the press since, you may know a lot about them. I wanted to share a little bit more details with you. At the Farm Progress Show, of course, there was a ride and drive where you may have had the opportunity to drive one of these tractors, and they also had live field demos where you could see the tractor in action. Obviously, there was a full support team from Case IH there to answer any questions, and certainly most of you, I'm sure, know by now, these are available in the spring of 24, so your local dealer's got all the latest information on those. But there's a lot of great enhancements. It's got a new 16-liter engine, new styling, big 520 horse fuel capacity. It's got a really heavy-duty drive system with a larger drive wheel, electric hood, which is super cool. You'll see that here in the video. New lighting. It's faster down the road at 26 miles an hour. It's a heavier tractor, too. I think the gross weight is a little over 70,000 pounds. Certainly, it's got a heavier frame, a much, much more advanced cooling system for basically everything that the tractor has as far as fluid goes. There's just a lot to talk about on this tractor. Now, for me, it was pretty interesting. I had the opportunity here the last couple weeks to be around the tractor in a real-world scenario, away from the show of the Farm Progress Show, I should say. And I had the opportunity to talk to Michael Schmidt, the owner of Central Illinois Ag, and look at the tractor in the field and kind of get a little bit more feedback, too, from Michael as he was sharing it with his customers. Right now, that 715 and that current styling only comes in one model, and that is obviously the 715. You could see Michael just toggled a switch. That hood comes up, which is really cool because it goes up a lot higher, gives you access to all those things around the engine. Now, you'll notice if you're a Steiger guy, there's a lot going on under the hood. It's got bigger turbochargers, larger intercoolers, a bigger, simplified, I guess is their language, cooling system. Also, the exhaust after treatment is different. There's just a lot going on there. Torque is considerably higher than what you would experience with the 620 or the 645. The cooling package is absolutely massive. That's pretty obvious. Even the 3-point hitch got a pretty big upgrade on capacity there. If you use a 3-point hitch for something, I think you can get as many as 8 remotes on the back of the tractor. You can see that rear fenders. That's where that 520 gallons of fuel is. It also has dual air cleaners, which is kind of neat. Also, you don't have to open the hood to check the oil, which is great, and those black side panels there on the sides come right off, which is super cool. It's so much easier than the old one. Now, I will also tell you, as you look around it, Case paid attention to all those little details. It's a lot easier to get at any of the service items on this tractor, which is really, really good. It also has Tier 4B emissions, so you notice the exhaust system is a little bit smaller, which is awesome. They did make some upgrades to the power shift transmission, which is outstanding. I noticed it was a lot smoother in the field. The tracks are also longer, and that's due to that bigger drive wheel. And they made a lot of enhancements on the track system. And it may be hard to just see it. It kind of looks like all Steiger undercarriages, but if you start looking closely, you'll see there's a lot of things that have been changed there. Even in the field, Michael and I commented on it. It's so much quicker to shift and smoother, which is great. Also, there's some additional lighting packages which you can get, which are pretty outstanding. Certainly, you can get a 3-point, and a lot of the styling with the cab came over from the Magnum, which is pretty cool itself. Now, I will tell you, in the cab, it's noticeable. This one had the premium cab. There's a lot of features there that are actually really nice. I think there's even a better stereo system this time. You can even get dual displays. I know some people were commenting about that as well. It's just pretty interesting. I think the biggest key with this tractor is figuring out if it can fit in your operation from I say it more from an economy of scale. What does that mean? Does that mean we need a bigger chisel, or can we take the one we have and pull it more efficiently? That was one of the things that Michael and I were talking about. But the great news is this is available in 2024. Talk to your dealer. I know Michael had mentioned to me that there's an allocation process, but these tractors are available. And I think certainly there is a need in a lot of different applications. And it's not like it's a 900 horsepower tractor. You know, like we commented, maybe you can take your existing equipment you have and maybe go a mile an hour faster or two. And Michael did comment, he thought the fuel usage on this tractor maybe was a little bit better as well. So maybe there's some different ways to find efficiency. And if we get the cat out of the bag, it's about $100,000 more than a 620. So my best advice is talk to your local Case IH dealer. I appreciate Michael spending his time and letting me go dig around this new tractor. It's a pretty impressive piece. If you're familiar with Steiger at all, you'll appreciate all the enhancement that Case IH did on this new platform. Thanks for watching this video as always, and have a safe fall. Thanks.